In this video, we're going to do two drinks that use coconut rum. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. My name's Mark. This is the Average Me channel. And in this video, we are going to make two cocktails. We've never done that before. But if you've been watching the channel, you know that I did a visit to the Wicked Dolphin Rum Distillery in Cape Coral, Florida. And we picked up a brand new fresh bottle of the Wicked Dolphin Coconut Rum, among other things. And this is the one that we are going to be sharing with you today. Well, sharing through the video. And the first drink is going to be a layered cocktail. This is going to be a real simple example of how to do a layered cocktail. When we talk about a layered cocktail, we mean you're going to actually see the different colors in the drink. This drink I call the Florida Sunset, and what you're actually going to see is the darker red color at the bottom, and then it'll move up to the lighter orange and yellows at the top. And this is going to be pretty straightforward. We're only going to use 3 ingredients. We're going to use our coconut rum. We're going to use pineapple juice. Oops. And we're going to use grenadine syrup. We're also going to use ice, and we won't even be shaking this drink. So this one's going to be really, really simple. We're going to start with a glass full of ice. Now, the ratio that we use between juice and rum is really going to be dependent upon your taste. Typically, a 1-to-1 ratio is a pretty standard drink. The more juice that you add, or the more mixer you add, the sweeter this drink is going to be. And the original recipe I saw for this drink, I'm calling it my own because I have adjusted a little bit. It called for a lot more of the sweet stuff. And I think that might be just a little too much. Now, people sometimes ask, what do you put in first? Do you put in the mixer, or do you put in the alcohol? And it really is, wow, this one just broke. It really is your own personal preference. Typically, some traditional bartenders will probably put the alcohol in first, and then they'll follow it up with the mixer, and that way the alcohol does get mixed. Another school of thought is, especially if you're not a professional bartender like me, is start with the mixers first, and that way, if you make a mistake, well, you're only making a mistake with the mixer, not the expensive alcohol. This is really getting difficult to take off. The little pull tab broke on me. There we got it. And so we are going to start with our Wicked Dolphin Coconut Rum. I saw this being bottled. I don't know if I saw this exact bottle, but I saw the machine. It was almost like a drill that they used in order to put this cap on. So we're going to start with the traditional 2 shots of rum. And every time I say that, I'm reminded of Trader Sam's at Walt Disney World, where they have the hippopotamus Mai Tai. And they have 2 shots of rum. And by the way, I'm mixing this drink right on my Wicked Dolphin pad here. So that's kind of fun. I should really be getting a fee for this. I've been advertising that distillery like crazy, haven't I? And now we're going to add 3 units of pineapple juice. And I'm saying units because I'm actually using my jigger, which is bigger than an ounce, but if you want to do an ounce, that's just fine. So there is the mix of rum and pineapple juice. Now, to get the sunset effect, we are going to add the grenadine. Now I'm going to try to pour this down the side because I don't want it to mix in. You know, there are some drinks like, I forget what it's called, the shark cocktail at Universal Studios, and they intentionally pour it on top so that grenadine drops down and it looks like, you know, blood in the water. We don't want that. We want this to go right down to the bottom so it looks like a sunset. Now what ratio will we do? We would put about an ounce of this in, and I don't think that we have quite an ounce there, but I don't think we really need it. It's going to be really super sweet with too much of that. And look at that beautiful color. Can you see how nice that blends right in to the orange and eventually turns in to more of a yellow? And it truly does look like one of our beautiful sunsets over the Gulf of Mexico that we so often see here in Florida, almost like this picture behind me. So that is the drink, and what we're going to do is, in keeping with our color scheme, we're going to add pineapple with a little bit of a maraschino cherry in the middle, and we will top that off with one of our umbrellas. And that is how I would serve this. Now, before you would drink it, you probably want to mix that up. I'm not going to mix it right now because I want to get just a beautiful picture of this so we have something that looks good for our thumbnail, but I'm going to taste it. Now that's good. It's not overpowered by the juice. You're getting that real coconut flavor from the rum and a touch of pineapple. Just delicious. And I hope you give this a try. This is going to impress people. You serve this at home and it's going to look like you went to bartending school when you go ahead and do that layered look to your drinks. Now it's time to make something just a little, well, not more complex, but a few more ingredients. The same basic stuff we're doing here. Let me clear this out of the way and we'll be right back. The next drink we're going to make is right off of this card that came packaged with the rum, and they call it a rain killer. So I don't know if this concoction was invented by the Wicked Dolphin Coconut Distillery, but we're going to give it a try. I haven't had it yet. This is going to be the first time that I have this, so you're going to learn it along with me. And this might be a lot of ice for this glass, but we don't have to pour it all. We're going to use this bamboo glass, and I'm always having my eyes open for unusual glasses. I got this one for $2 at Goodwill. It was the only one they had, and it's just a wonderful looking glass. I just love it when I find things like that. So this one we are going to make right in our Boston shaker. So take the ice, put it in there, and I'll put the recipe right here. Oh, this is going to call for some orange juice. So let me get my orange juicer. And just like magic, there it is. So we need to get, what does it call for? 1 ounce of orange juice. And these oranges that I've been using lately are not the juiciest of oranges. So I don't know if I'm going to get, it's actually about 1.25 ounces, 1.5 ounces based on my jigger, but they've been sloppy and they've not produced a whole lot of juice. So let's hope that when we do this, it doesn't go all over the place. It's been squirting on the sides and everything. Remember my last video. And they just haven't been producing a whole lot of juice. Okay, that's about 1/3 maybe. And we did squeeze that orange completely down. Look at that, it's inside out. When they say turn that frown upside down, we're going to turn the orange inside out. Yeah, we're going to have to open. Oh, there it goes. to cut another orange. This is not quite doing it. Boy, if I would gather all that juice that squirts out of the side, I'd have more than enough, wouldn't I? We'll go one more. Let's see if this is going to do it. I think that'll just about give us our jigger full, which is really an ounce and a quarter, ounce and a half, thereabouts. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, not quite to the top. So now I'm going to tell you why we're not getting a lot of orange juice out of these. Because I bought these at the store, and it was shameful. They were selling them. They were marked as California oranges. And they should not be selling California oranges in southern Florida. That's for sure. Especially when there's an orange grove right down the street from my house. Okay, so we're going to put in, they're saying 1 ounce. I'm going to call 1 part of orange juice, and then they're going to call for 4 ounces, and we're going to call 4 parts of pineapple juice. Wow, that's a lot of pineapple juice. 2, 3, 4. I think we're going to need a bigger glass. Then it calls for 1 ounce of cream of coconut. And by the way, if you buy this cream of coconut, make sure that you shake it up real good because it does separate, and you don't want that separating and you don't get the full flavor of the cream of coconut. And is that it? Orange juice, cream of coconut, pineapple juice, and the most important part, 2 shots of rum. So you can see that this has 2 shots of rum in it, but it's going to be pretty diluted. How long do you shake? Until you can't hold on to your Boston shaker. It gets so cold. So you want to get that cream of coconut really mixed into the drink. You want the ice to melt a little bit. That's part of mixing a cocktail like this. Okay, there we go. Looks so nice and creamy. I said we were going to need a bigger glass, but we didn't. This is just a perfect size, isn't it? So we are going to garnish this. Actually, there's 2 ways to do it. I could just put a wheel of orange on the side. That would be one nice way to do it. I think I'll do it that way. That looks really good, doesn't it? Take a look at that. And this is our, what do they call it? A rain killer. Better put a straw in there. One of our Tiki umbrellas in there. All right, now, that's what I call a Tiki drink. Absolutely delicious. It really does have a great mix of flavors. You're getting coconut, you're getting pineapple, you're also getting coconut from the coconut rum, so the coconut's coming from 2 places. You would think that'd be overwhelming, but it isn't. It really is quite a refreshing, delicious drink. I hope you give this a try. I think it's a good ratio. I really do. If you want to just relax on a hot summer day and sip a cocktail that feels like Southern Florida or feels like you should be in a tiki bar, I think this just might be it. How's that for a quick cleanup? You know, I always joke that I forget things. I often do, but I forgot a key ingredient here. Maybe not a key ingredient, but it really makes a difference. A little bit of nutmeg. So we're going to sprinkle a little nutmeg on top of this. You know, and when you bring that up to your mouth to take a sip from the straw to drink, you do get that fragrance of the nutmeg, and it does enhance and change the way a drink tastes. So don't forget the nutmeg. Oh, now we can end the video. Well, I want to thank you for joining me, everybody. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking my face in the corner. Don't forget to ring that bell icon way up there somewhere. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm Mark, and this is Thirsty Thursday on the Average Meat Channel.